Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a few days. It's definitely been a few days. I don't know. I thought about streaming yesterday, but I was feeling pretty low energy. I tend to feel pretty low energy this time of year. That's just kind of the way things go. But that's okay. Hopefully we can stream a little bit today and a little bit tomorrow and Friday as well. That's the hopes anyway. We'll see what actually happens. I work tonight, so it's going to be a pretty short stream, so I'm probably not going to sit around and talk too much. So we're just going to jump right into it. Today we're playing Dyson Sphere Program. We've been doing that a lot lately. I see no reason not to continue. I've been enjoying myself. Also, I learned how to turn off the user interface, so I can now take even better screenshots. But that's a problem. How do I turn it back on? There we go. But that is a problem for me to deal with. Things are a little bit stuttery, but I think that's just because everything's kind of restarting, re-going, continuing onward. But we have our cube production going. It's a little bit slow. It's extremely slow, especially for our yellow cubes here. They're struggling a little bit. They're struggling to get, the compressed titanium, the titanium crystals. It's a little bit of a problem. It's definitely something that we need to work at. Our production of that is pretty low right now. We only have a little bit of titanium coming in. I think titanium is the problem. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on over here. Nope, those are absolutely fine. These guys. Yeah, so we're only producing a little bit of... What's this? What's you? Oh, organic crystal. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. And we're lacking the aluminum for that. Okay, so where's our aluminum production? It's over here. I'm just gonna kind of take a couple minutes to refresh myself on everything that's going on. Like I said, it's been a few days. Honestly, it looks like we just have to expand our aluminum production. It looks like we have enough energetic graphite and fuel. We just kind of have to go for it. Where is this going? Where are you going? Oh, you're going over... Oh, okay, I see. I did connect those together, because I was talking about how it's a bad idea. I remember. Okay, so we gotta find some way to expand our production here. I mean, we can add 2 more down here.
Insufficient materials.
We just need some rock. Let's go get some rock real quick. That's over here. Yeah, because we're just crafting a whole bunch of rock and stone. So there's a couple of things that I want to get done today. Funnily enough, expanding our production of aluminum is not one of them. But this game has a tendency of getting you sidetracked. As you do. But something that I want to do is set up production for conveyors. It's something I probably should have done a long time ago. Just basically setting up a small supply line that produces Mark III conveyors. It's going to be a little bit obnoxious. We're going to have to get super magnet rings up and running, which I don't think we have any production for those yet. And graphene, which we do have we do have somewhere. Things are getting a little bit complicated now with all of the supply chains that are going on. I think it's not over here. Here's our engines. These are super important.
Flight mode.
I know we have graphene somewhere. I'm kind of like just kind of looking around, looking for the icon for it. Here's energetic graphite over here. Which, it looks like we're actually doing okay on those for now. We actually have quite a bit of those.
Insufficient materials.
Okay.
Flight mode.
That's good. So we have to bring this graphene over, which we may be able to bring it... No, that planetary logistics system is all full up.
Replication complete.
There may be a way we can bring it over here. It just may require some adjusting. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure this one out. How do we want to do this? I mean, we should be able to just cut this off here. Yeah? And then we could put 2 more in here. Oh no. No, it's so close. Come on. What's in the way? Is it just the conveyor? No, it's the conveyor and this. We should be able to make that work. We just will have to adjust some things. Wait, why does it fit? Why does it fit this way but not the other way? Whatever, game. Whatever, game. It's fine. This is all fine. There we go. And then we can bring this over like this. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I don't quite know if this is gonna solve the problem, but it should help. Now, the hard part is getting this in here. If we do that, this is really dumb. This is up, isn't it? No, it's not. It needs to come up like that. There we go. All right, now this has to come around. We got this. We got this. It's fine. What? What are you doing? That is not the right way. Let's bring it out a little bit like this. Don't worry about it. This is fine. What do you mean slope too steep? It's not too steep, it's fine. Alright, let's, look, we got this. This is fine. Collides with other objects. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Skillfully done. Alright, so that will definitely increase our production of aluminum. It'll double it, functionally. Alright, we should probably unload all this fuel somewhere. Let's just kind of plop it in here. What else do we have? We have a whole bunch of proliferator. Okay, we can go drop that off too. Right here. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, my first task is to get up at least a tier 2 logistics conveyor belt production, because that should be super easy to get at least the tier 2 versions, because that's literally just what is it, iron and gears, and then the engines, which we already have. And then our other task is information matrices. Jeez. What do I need? I need high-strength material. I need high-strength material into particle control. And then information matrices. So I have to turn my graphene into these carbon nanotubes using titanium. And then I have to turn those carbon nanotubes, plus a whole lot of other things, including aluminum and silicon, which I still don't have, into fiber optics, basically. And then we also have to get these processors operating. It's just so much. There's so much we need to do. We really need this interstellar logistics system. Maybe that's what we need to work towards. Would it really require a lot of effort? What are we missing? High-strength titanium alloy. Maybe we go for the interstellar logistics system first. Because here's the thing. We're going to have to transport large quantities of titanium and silicon to the home system. The problem is, we have dark fog. We have dark fog everywhere. We have dark fog over there. We have dark fog over here. We have dark fog on other planets. And all of that stuff is stuff that we gotta deal with. And I think that's one of my next tasks, is to clear a dark fog planetary base. So maybe we need to start gearing up towards that. So basically, in the span of the last 15 minutes, I have set about, 5 different goals? At least. Most of those goals we are not going to accomplish today, probably. Oh, yeah, there's a thingy here not powered. Oops. Womp womp. There we go. Crisis averted. So how does that make our titanium... Or no, it's not yeah, it's plastic, not titanium. We are producing more than we're consuming of plastic, so that's good. So hopefully that'll resolve some of those problems. We should start producing more structure matrices then. More pineapple cubes. Still doesn't look like it's quite enough to power it completely, but it should be better. Once we get, like, multiple off-planet systems going, multiple supply lines running, we should be able to devote, like, entire planets to producing one specific thing. And that'll make a lot of these easier. Okay, so we're working on energy conduit at level 3. Titanium alloy. We should probably get some of these combat drone upgrades. Let's see, what can we get in here? Attack drones. Oh, that actually requires a lot. Okay. This is a spaceship, I think.
Upgrade complete.
I think this is space. I think this is like a land drone. Because it's built off of the prototype, which is a ground squadron. Yeah, and then the Corvette and Destroyer are probably like space ships. Okay. You can also start crafting titanium ammo. We could actually craft titanium ammo at the area where we're producing titanium. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. We just may have to make a field trip to go grab it from time to time. And we still haven't really set up a missile production, which we probably should. Missiles are probably quite good. So if we're getting titanium, can we just stop producing? We could just stop producing copper ammo, right? I mean, not immediately. We'll need to do a little bit of work to set that up. But we should be able to just kind of sever this production chain here, turn this assembling machine into assembling titanium ammo, and then just feed it into the same system. And eventually, as we get attacked by dark fog, it will eventually funnel out through to everything.
Flight mode.
Okay, I think we need to set up some conveyors first. We need to get our conveyors working. Our conveyor attack. Let's go ahead and we're going to turn this area here into a conveyor production area. Even if we're not producing tier 3 conveyors, which was my dream when I imagined me doing this, we can still produce tier 2 ones, which is pretty much the only thing that we're using right now anyway, so it's not a big deal. Now, we're not quite to the point of using tier 3 conveyors. We just need a bit too much for it.
Insufficient materials.
Clump of those guys. We probably don't need to go nuts on this.
Flight mode.
Although,
Activation complete.
do we want to just run? We have gears right here. Like, literally right here. We could just pull out of here. Why am I crafting gears? There's literally gears right here. Don't worry about it. I'm bad at video games. It's okay. We're allowed to be bad at video games. That's just the way things are. Okay, so we're gonna run the gears down this way. We're going to run these these down this way, and then I guess we're just gonna, like, produce more iron over here. Don't stare too long at the power grid. It'll flicker. It's okay. Go.
Replication complete.
We're just gonna kind of do a lazy man's construction thing here. Tetrahedron, how's it going today? You're sure it's fine? It may not be. It may be a precursor to disaster. You'll never know. There we go. Alright, so I think what I want like four replicators producing the Mark I conveyors.
Dark fog cluster is launching an assault.
And then we're gonna have 4 more producing the Mark II conveyors. We're not going to try for Mark III conveyors just yet. I need to get a more consistent production line for some of these higher tier resources before I commit to something like that. And we need to fight off the dark fog. Fortunately, despite the combat, the dark fog is still pretty benign. Or I just have a lot of turrets. Honestly, it might be a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. I do have a lot of turrets. Okay. There we go. Crisis averted. Okay. I guess we could also use the drone transports. I don't do that enough.
Insufficient materials.
They require a lot of materials to produce. I guess it's technically easier than not. So how are you doing today, Tetrahedron? Staying out of trouble?
Flight mode.
You know what I could do? No, I can't do that. I can only transfer one item with the logistics distributor. Okay, fair enough. I thought maybe I could, like, put 2 items in that, but that would be illegal. Here, let's build a bunch of logistics spots, too. Man, I do need to get some of this production down. I need to start building these microcrystalline components. And I need to start building processors, because we're going to need these processors for a lot of things later on.
Flight mode.
Let's go over here and take a look at what we're dealing with. I have my... yeah. So I have my collection of silicon here. Silicone here. Silicone. Uh-oh. Are we out of diamonds, or is it just taking a long time to transport? Where is my diamond production? I had a lot of diamond production. I find it hard to believe that we're out. Although, apparently, it looks like we're... oh, there's the problem with our power. We've kind of run out of fusion cores. We're not producing enough fusion cores. That makes a lot of sense. Is that a Dyson Sphere? No, we don't have any Dyson Spheres yet. we're still a while away from that. I'm currently trying to find out where my diamonds are, though. It's Minecraft all over again. What chest did I put my diamonds in? Oh no! Ooh. I mean, there's 5,000 diamonds over there, but that's not exactly...
Replication complete.
Am I producing them over here? I am. Right here. Oh, we have plenty of diamonds. Okay. Why is there only one manufacturer? So when I first set this up, I only really set it up for me to, like, power my ship. And when it got to the point where I needed to take into account powering the entire rest of the base with hydrogen, I just never really, like, expanded the production for that. I left room for doing it, a little bit of room for doing it, but, yeah, not a lot. Just an oversight on my part, that's all. Rip Rubin stole the diamonds, that's fair. Honestly, I can't blame you. Diamonds are forever, and they're expensive. There we go, we'll just triple the production of hydrogen fuel rods. And you know what? We'll take out a couple of mine and plop them in here just to kind of spur on our power generation a little bit.
Research complete.
All right, so we can now produce titanium ammo. That's pretty handy. And we are certainly going to do so. Okay, so this should solve some of our power issues. I hope it'll solve all of it. We are making 3 times more hydrogen cells now. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's go back to what I was doing. And yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to make that many hydrogen rods. You know what? Let's not worry about that. Let's worry about other things, other more important things.
Insufficient.
And by more
materials.
important things, I mean significantly less important things. There we go. Okay, I want you to grab
Replication complete.
gears. Yeah. Now, I don't have any place set up to get gears yet, but I will get gears over here. Yeah. And I want you to provide to other distributors. Gears. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I need to set this guy to request from other distributors. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is set up wrong. We need to move this over here. Eventually, we're going to have to upgrade all of our assembling machines to Tier 2. Hello, Marley. How's it going today? What the heck is a distributor? So, a logistics distributor is this guy sitting on top of my storage depots. And what they do is transport items within these storage depots to other distributors along the planet. So, I have a distributor here. And I have a distributor over here, and it's currently transporting these gears right here over to this storage depot over here. That way I could use the product over here without having to create ridiculously long lines of conveyors, which I am infamous for, I think, at this point, because I have a lot of extremely long lines of conveyors traversing the entire planet. But let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about what we're doing right here. Okay, let's go ahead and bring these conveyors around like this. And then we're also going to bring a conveyor this way? This way. Like this. Fair enough? I'm glad I could help.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, we need more of these guys. And this is why I'm setting this up, because I'm constantly tired of having to build these conveyors over and over again. Okay, so let's see. I'm already completely forgotten what I was trying to aim for. Oh, right, information matrices. But also gas giant exploitation. Interplanetary logistics system.
Replication.
You quit your save like a year ago and you have no idea what you have and don't have in your base because your starting planet is a giant mess. I think in my experiences, so I'm going to go over my experiences with the game real quick. I have done that multiple times in my playthrough, but I don't mind repeating myself. I played this game way back when it like first came out, and I had the exact same experience. My main base on my first planet was just a chaotic mess of nonsense. And it was really hard and frustrating to get around. I think that's natural for your starting planet, though, because, like, when you first start out, you don't have access to interstellar logistics systems. You don't have access to gas giant exploitation. You don't have any rare resources to make things easier on you. You just kind of have to make these ridiculously convoluted messes in an attempt to get the resources that you want. And I made many jokes about it before. This is not, there is no efficiency here. None whatsoever. There's a little bit more as we go out. Like this isn't too bad right here. But this was also, like, you can tell the parts that were made much later because they're a little bit more organized. I started over here. And it's just a chaotic mess. Absolutely chaotic. Tetrahedron has PTSD from some of his builds, yeah. I think it's just like a natural course to just have chaotic messes. Welcome, Telly. How is your computer doing? Is it doomed forever?
Light mode.
Data shows there aren't any natural silicone veins on this planet.
Yeah, Jarvis,
You can
we
still
know this
obtain some
already.
silicone by smelting stone ores. In order to collect a large amount of silicone, find a planet with silicone veins as soon as possible.
This is a problem. This whole power situation is a problem. So here's the problem that we're having. You get the new PC next week? Nice. It doesn't help that you have like 9 interstellar logistics systems because you made yellow and purple matrices on a different planet. It's fair. I think in the grand scheme of things, you want to specialize each and every planet to do something else. But that's way beyond me, let alone somebody who's just like still learning the game. I wouldn't call myself a great player at the game, but I have built the Dyson Sphere once. Okay, we're gonna have to do whatever we can to squeeze as much power as we can out of this. Power is an issue. One might even say power is a crisis. You had a fire ice planet in my system, in your system? I think my first playthrough did as well. But yeah, everything is breaking down because we don't have any hydrogen. Okay. We may have to take some emergency measures here. What are you doing? You're providing to other distributors. Okay. Also, what the heck? I have so much stuff going in here and nothing coming out. That should help a little bit. Alright, I need to get this graphite somewhere else so I can burn it for power. I need to get it over here. So this is only really a temporary measure until I find a more permanent solution to my problem, which is obviously to extract hydrogen from gas giants, right? That's like the ultimate conclusion to this crisis of a lack of hydrogen. Yeah, you also have those generators. You're burning deuterium rods. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we need to solve this now. I probably shouldn't even be setting up a line for this, but whatever, it's fine. Sometimes you just kind of have to hang out and make some mistakes. We're literally just going to plug this right into this, though. Like that. Yeah, well, when you have, when you start getting to the point where you have gas giant extraction, you can go out into the solar system and you can harvest hydrogen from your local gas giant, and you will make crap tons. Crap, you don't have gas extraction? Okay. My bad. I don't know why I have issues with hydrogen then. It's just kind of the thing that happens. You don't know why you have so much hydrogen? So without extracting it from a gas giant, the only way I know of to get hydrogen is, let's see. I can't see hydrogen here, can I? So you have plasma refining, which turns crude oil into 1 hydrogen and 2 refined oil. And then X-ray cracking. Yeah, that's the next tier, which is here, where you burn refined fuel and hydrogen to get 1 extra hydrogen and 1 graphite. Yeah. And then you can do something similar again to get refined fuel. Yeah. And then you zoom it around in a deuterium fractionator and you get deuterium. Hopefully we won't have to set up a big complicated deuterium build this time. I mean, I guess we could probably set that up, but we already have so much going on. We have so much going on. And there's so much I want to do. We haven't even set up our conveyor production yet, and that was something that I said I wanted to do first. Where are we? Okay, here we are. Okay, so our base should be powered now. Yes. Our base is powered now. 100% sufficiency. The Turium build isn't that bad. It's fun to watch. It takes a while to set up. I guess when you have it set up, you can just put it into a blueprint and copy paste it. Okay. So our power crisis has been averted. Let's head back over here and get back to work on producing conveyors. We're basically at that point. We're right there. We just have to finish it. This isn't... I don't really think it's necessary to produce... you can run a single loop through the fractionator or just split it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think it's really necessary to produce a specific conveyor production line when you're playing it single player. Like, when you're just playing on your own, having a little bit of fun, hee hee ha ha, you know, you can just, like, set up a bunch of conveyors to produce and then go have a coffee or something. But when you're streaming it, I kind of feel like it's necessary, because otherwise I sit around and not doing anything while I wait for the conveyors to build. So really, it's just a quality of life thing for me, more than anything else. This is stupidly set up. Let's set this up a little bit smarter, shall we? Because I want a little bit more room to breathe. Because we have to bring over these engines too, which are right there. Okay. With X-ray cracking, you assume you just take the oil from the other refiner process and run it through the same amount of refiners. Yeah, you basically run... You could set up
Replication complete.
just like around a single crude oil sump. Where is it? I know I saw one in the distance. Where did it go? Yeah, one of those. And you could pretty much run it from there, I think. Let me see. What does it need again? Yeah, it's just refined and hydrogen. Yeah. Yeah, so you basically just commit a single seep to it. Okay. No, I did the exact same thing. Oh, why am I bad at video games? Pull it up, pull it forward one tile. There we go. All right. Okay, crisis averted, technically. Oh no, we have to proliferate all this stuff? Okay, it shouldn't be too hard. There's an output right there. Okay. There we go. That wasn't that bad. Okay. And then we can just set up... We'll do like a 2-high depot there. We should really set up a assembly line blueprint too. We already have a furnace blueprint. Okay, there's that. And there's that. All right. Excellent. There we are. We've actually done something productive this stream. It's been almost an hour. It's a miracle. And now we have more conveyors than we can hope to ever use. Actually, I'm lying. We will absolutely use these conveyors. There we go. Now, we could do the same thing with the sorters. Let's see. Sorters literally just need
Insufficient materials.
circuit boards and iron. We already have a bunch of iron production right here. Circuit boards would require some copper, which we could source from here. And then engines, which are here. And then the fancy engines, which are here. So that actually works very well. We could just have both our sorters and our conveyors here. Nice. Nice. Somehow it worked out. Okay, so my next task...
Flight mode.
Well, I have a couple of tasks. First things first, I need some fuel. Wait, what are we missing? Are we out of titanium? Oh, we're out of titanium. Ah! Is the starting planet always around a gas giant? I think it is. I think you always start around a gas giant, but you don't always, the properties of the gas giant can be pretty different. You can start out with a deuterium one, a fire ice one. There's a couple of different ones. Okay, so we need to go get titanium. Why do I have coal in here? Whatever. Who cares?
Flight mode.
Okay, I should have a storage container somewhere. I had a storage container somewhere that I was just emptying my stuff into when I went for a supply run. I have no idea where it went. So we're just gonna put a new one down. Right there. Oh, how did I do that? Double click. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Is there anything else I want to keep with me just in case? We'll take the conveyors. We'll take the assembling machines. And we'll take the depots. All right, we're going to go for a little trip. You should get interstellar logistics. Yeah, it's something on my radar.
Cruise mode.
Interstellar logistics is pretty important. Oh, look at that hive. Okay, I need to get to here. So I can set my indicator. Let's try not to crash into the gas giant. That would be great. We should also probably try our best not to crash into that hive over there. That would also be great. Where's the bias slowest? Where is the bias lowest? There. Okay, well, I guess it is going to change when I speed up, so that makes a lot of sense. The most annoying part about getting interstellar logistics is probably the titanium alloys. It is. You almost, like, the game is set up so that you have to manually transport titanium, at least for a while. But look at that. This game is beautiful, by the way. I don't think I'll be saying that enough, but it is a very pretty game. Oh, okay, there we go. We should be working on our research while we're traversing. Okay, so we have high-strength titanium. We need energy storage, which we can't get yet. Why can't we get that? Supermagnetic field generator. The what to the where now? Oh, we need this. Okay. Why can't I get interstellar? I don't have energy storage yet. I need energy storage, I think. Or no, I need reinforced thrusters. Where's reinforced thrusters? It's right there. Okay. We'll queue that up. Oh, planet. I almost missed it. Yeah, I need the thrusters, that's all. Let's try not to crash into the dark fog. That would be great. This... This is not my planet with... Well, I mean, it does have titanium on it. But this is not my planet with my titanium production on it. Why is your outer planet hell? It's in a winter zone? I don't know. Anyway, I went to the wrong planet. I need to go to this one. That's the planet that I have my titanium production on, not this one. I quit. I'm done. This is why we can't have nice things. Hopefully I have enough I have a lot of graphite. It does have 13 million titanium on the fire planet. On, what is it? Svalocon 1. But I don't have the infrastructure set up. I already have the infrastructure set up on the other planet. And while I could take some time to set up the infrastructure on the first planet in the solar system, I don't feel like doing that right now. I have so much graphite. I'll have to double check my... That looks really cool. Look at that. Oh, I didn't actually mean to take a screenshot there. It kind of almost looks like the planet's getting sucked into the gas giant, but it's not. Space is cool. I like space. Slam. Alright. Let's see how much graphite we have. Oh, it's not the local planet. Let's just do the whole star system. Oh. We might need more graphite. We're burning through it at an alarming rate. Alright. Where was I going here? I know I have the infrastructure set up here somewhere. Did I bring... Okay, I did bring those. That's not the right place. There. This way. What are you using 1.1k graphite for? I'm burning it because I ran out of titanium and hydrogen fuel rods. No, that is not an inefficient use of that resource. But it is what I'm doing. For better or worse. Okay. Let's set this up first. Let's set up this little thingy that I want to set up. Where is... Here. Okay, well, we may have to use low-tier these things, grabbers. That's okay. We may not have enough conveyor belts. It's a concern that I have. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I bad at my job? This is what we need. Here we go.
Insufficient materials.
Just build a giant solar panel farm on the pole where you can't build anything else anyway? I could. I'd have to go back to the planet with silicon for that, though. What the? That's not what I want. Stop that. Oh, come on, game. So this is what I mean when I say, I've mentioned before that, like, the curvature of the planet can cause problems. That's basically what's happening here. We'll just put it over here, then.
Insufficient materials.
Oh, no. I'm gonna grab this. This is now mine. I didn't plan this through. What I'm trying to say here is that I didn't plan this through. And that's causing problems. Oh, no! Okay, that's fine. There should be copper here. There should be copper here, but I really don't have the resources to set this up because this was just going to be a quick little supply run mission. All right. We'll deal with that later. Let's head home, shall we?
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get closer to the poles. That's why you can't build anything close to the poles. Yeah. Yep. Nope, I get it. Blam. I'm glad you can't just, like, slam into the planet with the power of 1,000 suns. That would be disastrous.
Flight mode.
Okay. Let's go ahead and drop off this titanium. Where? Should be over here. Yes, right here. We'll keep a couple, though. Because we're definitely going to need titanium for other things. Yeah, this is where all of my graphite is going. Again, as I said, this is not a efficient use of graphite, but it was an emergency measure used to stop me from running out of electricity. I should actually put a... Hold on. I should put a splitter in here. And I should try to prioritize this side. You should really build deuterium fuel rods? Probably. I should really just build a Dyson Sphere, and then I won't have power problems. But we're not quite to that point yet, and I'm lazy, so yeah. We're just chilling. It's okay. We're allowed to have a minor crisis from time to time.
Complete.
So can I prioritize? Yeah. Why are you not? There we go. So that should prioritize the hydrogen fuel rods. It's not a big thing, but it will help to reduce the amount of graphite I'm using. Okay, what am I struggling for with research? Okay, it's just a bunch of cherry cubes. That's fair. I still really like this view. Even though it's convoluted as hell, I like the mental view of, like, all of these glowing cubes, like, converging in one area. It's oddly satisfying. I don't know.
Flight mode.
Okay, so in order to build titanium bullets, we basically need to pipe our copper bullets into a titanium production area. Okay. I don't think that's something that we can really do right now. I think we need to try to focus on getting interstellar logistics. We need to get interstellar logistics, and we need to do something about the dark fog. We shouldn't need to do something about the dark fog immediately. Oh, we need to go pick up our stuff, too. This game is very satisfying. It is. It's extremely satisfying. It's a lot of fun to play. And when everything's running smoothly, even if it's not, like, super efficient, it's still really nice.